to Visit Eureka Nevada. So I'm your host, Dana Lee Fruend, Tourism Director for, for Eureka. And this is my co-host,
Trina Machacek. Hi, Dana.
Hi, Trina. So sorry that we missed you last week.
But we will reload and shoot again.
That's right. And I was at a funeral. And
I'm sorry.
So, but it was really good. It was my father-in-law.
I know.
And it was really good. And
you had a very busy filled week.
It was, because we helped to organize it. So, but it was really good. He was a veteran, and so we had all of the armed, the Air Force there, and we had a Lutheran pastor and our beautiful VFW, and it was in Caliente. So sorry that we missed a week, but we're back.
We're back.
And so we're going to catch you up on all these fabulous things that are going on in Eureka, and there's no snow.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Some patches out there, but it's warm and it's really nice. So happy spring, everybody.
Happy spring. It's time. I have daffodils daffodiling and tulips tuliping.
Nice.
So,
and your grass is real green out there.
Yeah, and the dandelions have been sprayed on my lawn.
All right, so you are on it.
I'm on it. We'll talk about bugs later.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you want to start with May?
I will start with May. This is May.
Thank you.
And this weekend is May the 20th, and at the Opera House in Eureka, it will be Doug Figgs will come and do a show, and he's a cowboy singer, songwriter, and he tells the most amazingly flat, funny jokes in between his songs. It's really quite an entertaining show, and he's a very nice man. And he brings his wife, and afterwards he sells CDs and stuff like that. So if you can come, it's the 20th at the Opera House at 6 o'clock. It's $10 and $7 for seniors, and it's quite a show. You should, I hope. And we're going, right?
We're going. We're going to go and check it out. You know what was nice about Doug Figg is his wife calls, and there's two things that was really nice. Luz Dory over at the Opera House sends out mailers to many people to let them know what's going on at the Opera House. But I love that Carolyn called personally to say, hey, Doug's going to be over at the Opera House. So I love that personal touch that she had to let everybody know.
She's beating the bushes, as it were.
Yes, she is.
That's what the wife is supposed to be. Beat the bushes.
She did a good job.
She did a good job. Oh, okay. So then on May 27th, 28th, and 29th is the Nevada Bow Hunters Jamboree shoot at up at Perdiz, and that ought to be a big one.
That's one of their big ones.
You start getting that. I'm getting into hunting season. I just want to get kind of loosened up.
And then off they go.
And off they go. And then on the 26th and 27th is in here in Eureka is the the Alumni Memorial Weekend, where all the, a lot of, see, I generalize. So you're not supposed to do that. Just everybody, we all did. It's like, so on the weekend, a lot of the alumni from Eureka County will come back and
enjoy the weekend.
That's the word for it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. And if you know somebody that graduated from White Pine High,
that's because yours is coming up.
I'm so sorry. From Eureka High School, call them and say, you should go because it's going to be a fun thing. And if you need information, you can call Errol Porter because he's in the know. And he's so dang cute.
He is. He's a sweetie pie.
So, and then on the 29th at the Opera House, we will have the VFW Memorial Day celebration ceremony, and that's always heartwarming.
Yeah.
And so
thank you,
all of our vets.
VFW and all the vets. Yes,
So,
we sure appreciate that.
And that's May.
Okay. Announcements. We have to have some excuse to use these fabulous instruments.
We have no shame.
So, a couple of announcements are, Eleni, would you like to be?
I just love Eleni.
And so Miss Eleni over at the Owl Club, they are now going to be open for breakfast. So this is a lovely thing, especially for all of us early risers. And then it has the time on here. So they are open for breakfast at 8 a.m. during the week and 7 a.m. Saturday and Sunday.
Saturdays and Sundays.
So
And
we're
yummy
very
food.
excited.
Yummy
Yes. Speaking of food, El Tapatio has opened up, and they are a Mexican, authentic Mexican cuisine. They are located inside the historic 1877 Jackson House Hotel. They are open from 10 until 9 at night. Sometime this week, they should be getting their
liquor license.
their adult libation license over there, because they have a lovely pub at the Jackson House. We went there last night and had supper, and it was so good.
It was really good.
And when we walked in there, the power of social media. They've only been open a couple of days, and we had spread the word about that they were open, and it worked, because we walked in there and they were packed, and they were really good. So Javier and Corina, and we met Jose. And they worked that floor and did such a great job. Food came out quickly and beautifully. And so we had a really good time.
And they have Mexican Coke.
And yes, I had a Mexican Coke. And the chips, when they came out, okay, it's a little thing, but I am a foodie. And they brought out warm chips and then the two kinds of salsa. I really appreciate those warm chips. I like them.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun to be able to go there and have a really good supper. Next, you want to talk about the hats that we have here?
Here we have the Eureka Sesquicentennial hats for sale, and you can buy them in Dana's shop for $25. And it's celebrating Eureka as 150 years being a county seat and having being Eureka.
Yes. So 1873 to 2023. And we are the only ones that have anything that is of a sesquicentennial, I say that 3 times, right?
Ooh, I can't.
Nature.
And
we have that, and you want to hold that up? We also have these really cute little sesquicentennial tokens here.
I don't know if you can see it. I can't reach that far.
And they're like $3, and but it's we wanted to do something old-fashioned, so it says what does it say?
150. Eureka Sesquicentennial.
That took that whole word took up the whole token in the
and on the
side.
back it's got the logo in there, and everybody likes a little wooden nickel, little wooden token.
Yeah.
So and alongside with those, you can pick up also the Miss Dana token
For our ghost tours. I have a little Miss Dana's little ghost tokens here. So the next thing on our announcement list is we wanted to talk about the car show just really quick. We're going to go into that in June, but our car show is going to be coming up. But what we wanted to talk about is we want to invite all of you who are crafter vendors to please come out, and we're going to have vendors on Bateman Street. So we want to tell all of our local people, come on out there, because the booth is free. But what you have to do is put together a little basket and come and pick a car out on Saturday the 17th and donate a basket. So that means, you know, come on over to the award ceremony and you can present your favorite car and give them a basket from you. So this is fun. We started this last year. We had many of the different businesses donated baskets. They donated cash and fuel and different things. It really was a lovely thing to get all of the locals involved. So if you are a vendor and you would like to put out your wares and everything, we're going to be over on Bateman Street. Just get with me, Miss Dana. And then we wanted to unveil this. Wait, ready? So
this is so cool.
You ready? Ta-da! So this is the trophy for Best of Show. And we got this from Dale Andress over at Elko Trophy and Engraving. And so we want to thank them. We just love the nostalgic on here. We have one for the Best of Show, People's Choice, the Legend Award, and we are doing the pinup contest. So that's going to be happen. So you got an outfit? Not yet?
In my dreams.
I have an outfit, but I usually go with what I have for my shop. I'm not always in the 50s. I'm more like the 1900s in there. So that's going to be going on. Speaking of vendors, we want to do a shout out because we're really tickled that we're going to have some food vendors there. We're going to have Biggin's Barbecue and more, and they're out of Ely, and they are really fantastic, so we're excited about that. And we have the Corn Dog Company is going to be here with Garcia Ventures, so we're excited about the Corn Dog Company.
Yes, we are.
Man, those guys, they've got some great food out there, and the fact that we get to have them here with the crowds, it helps our restaurants out too, because they get so full, and then being able to have other food options sure helps with getting everybody fed on a fun event.
It's all about the food.
Yes. And then Rockin' Creations is going to be here, which is Suzanne Rocks and her husband, Guy.
She's got some cool stuff.
Yeah, she's making all of these, they're called like barbecue aprons, and she's got a lot of pinup girl and 50s nostalgic things on her aprons.
For the car show.
Yeah, and Guy, they've got knives and turquoise jewelry, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, so we're real excited about that. The other announcement, one more. Oh. I just got to do this. You ready? I'm sorry, I just had to do that. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's talk about the Star.
Let's talk about the Star.
So we're real excited because Trina is starting the Eureka County Star and newspaper, and all of that is coming together. But let me ask you about. It's going to come out over 4th of July weekend.
Yep. Yeah, it goes to print the week of June the 30th. So it should be mailed out the end of that week. So everybody should have one over the 4th of July. And we're going to put it in everybody's post office and rural route box in the county. It's 1,000 boxes, so 1,000 homes. Wow. And so I say that because this next week, you and I are going to go out and hit the bricks and start
sales.
Okay.
And so I know she hates the word sales, but that's what it is. Because it's a business. But the thing is that I'm so excited as we've been talking about the things that the paper's going to offer, because you're going to have a community calendar that's going to be in there. Yep.
And it's funny that we started with like a 4-page paper, just you know, and the more we get into this, the more we want to put into the paper, and we want to have lots of room for advertising, to do a dining and business guide, and those are going to be the. I'm sure that I hope that those will be wonderful sellers for everybody in the county.
I'm going to be in there.
So and bigger ads, 1/4 page, 1/2 page, and those with like really cool pockets to do a whole page. But then we're doing stuff like we're going to do a thing called Our Past and get stuff from old Eureka Sentinels. We're going to do a thing that is called Tried and True Eureka Cooks. And
I look forward to that.
Yeah, we're going to have a recipe every week from somebody that sends them to me. So look for that. And then if you have a recipe, get ready and just send it to me. My email, I got my new email this week. I'm so excited. So my new email is Trina at let me start over. Trina at theurekacountystar.com.
And it'll be right here.
It'll be right here.
So Trina
right
at
here.
Eureka County Star, right there. .com. And subscriptions.
And thank you for helping me set that up.
That was such a pleasure. So subscriptions.
So I will be selling subscriptions anytime now. Just do me. They will be $80. Just email me at.
And that's for the whole year.
And that's for a year. And that's male, not female, but male subscriptions.
I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave that one alone.
They will be outies.
The male subscription will be out. Okay. She made me go there. Oh.
So we will be starting to send those out to that last week in June. So they will be $80. Email me at Trina at theurekacountystar.com, and we will set you up with a subscription. And we take credit cards. We take PayPal. We take, I don't know how, but we take something called iPayPod.
And Square. So no matter what, you can get that.
We
or
are
you track her
women.
down, or track me down. And
we are women. We take money.
So yes, we will do that. So I'm excited about some of the other stuff that we were talking about that's going to be in the paper is for Eureka and for Crescent Valley. It's going to have the senior lunch in there. So, and the sports. So this will be a fully functioning community paper, so that way you know about what's going on at the school, the seniors,
the commissioners. If we have something coming up about the roads, I know that they're just getting ready to start a big road project in Crescent Valley, so we'll be able to keep track of that. And I'm looking for anybody that would like to be a contributor or somebody that I can reach out to in Crescent Valley, BOA, Pine Valley, just to tell me what's going on. And so in Pine Valley, you and I came home from Elko the other day, the crickets are coming.
Oh, we saw them.
The crickets are coming.
And they're the little, and then you know that they're going to grow, but they're starting to get out. So usually it's been like between June 2nd and the 4th each year, that they come through town, possibility.
In mass.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, the crickets are coming. They're in Pine Valley. So
yeah,
get your
it's going to be
get your saddle on. We're all going riding.
Yeah, that's going to be something else. You know, one of the other things that's going to be coming up in June that we want to talk about, and then we'll go into some of the other events, is we have a very special fundraiser coming up. The fundraiser is going to be on June 3rd, and it is for Sean Bansal of Easy Stop. They suffered a terrible fire that was here. And so many people say, you know, oh, well, insurance will cover. That's not always true, because what happens is you have to wait, and Sean has had to wait for insurance to come here. And he has been paying for his crew to keep their jobs. He only barely, less than 2 weeks ago, got his pumps back on and was able to do that. But they've been still waiting on insurance and different things. And so out of pocket, he's been working to be able to get his business back up. They have a food truck now, the Phoenix, that's appropriate, huh? Rising out of the ashes. And they are going to be having their food truck out. So please, when the days that he says that he's going to be doing the food truck, please go out and support that. But we are going to have a fundraiser at the Opera House. We were just at the county commissioners this morning, and they very graciously donated the Opera House for free for our use for the fundraiser. So thank you, county commissioners from Eureka, for making that happen. So we will be handing flyers out there. It's going to be like at 5 o'clock. Manny and Lola over at the Ruby Hill Motel, they're going to be doing some cooking. From what I understand, Manny is a heck of a cook. And so we're looking forward to that. I think we're going to be doing some yummy Mexican food over there. So we will be doing raffles, and we will be accepting checks and donations for the Easy Stop. And raffle prizes, you can drop them off with Miss Dana. Or if you see Trina, grab her, put them in her truck. Or Ruby. Or Ruby. I have my little red car out. Ruby. Yep, she got new shoes. New shoes yesterday. So very, very nice. So one of the biggest reasons we're having this raffle for Sean, a lot of people, see there I am generalizing, some people have said, well, he's a business. He must be able to just handle it himself, blah, blah, blah. And not everybody in business has got a pocket full of money. No. But not only that, Sean has given, donated, supported everything in our community. From the schools to different businesses, rodeo, to events. He has got the biggest heart. So we want to give back to him by doing this and help him get over this hump to where he can get started on rebuilding and coming back. But his biggest thing when he caught on fire was who was going to feed the miners, because they start coming into his shop like 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning to get stuff for their day. Food for that shift. And so he worked really hard to get this food truck going, and it's going to be it's slow, but it's going to be more and more all the time, to where he's going to be open earlier and be able to help the miners as they get going. And that's the biggest reason we're doing this, because we're paying him back for all he's done for us, for all the goodness and kindness that he does. Nice man. And like we had talked about, so many people think what insurance covers everything, and it doesn't. Once they get here, and it's taken forever for the insurance to come here, and so that business is not even going to be fully functioning for like 8-9 months, because they're going to have to level that, rebuild, and do. And he had a convenience store and had everything in there. Right now, all he has is fuel pumps, and just now getting the food truck going. And all of this has been from his, savings and his feeding his people and
is he still
paying for
having
them.
a fire sale?
So he had a fire sale. I do not know if there's still what even is left.
Sorry.
But quite a few people went over during the fire sale to help recoup, anything on there. So June 3rd, we will have a fundraiser for Sean Bansal at Easy Stop and the Easy Stop crew. So please to join us in celebrating them and helping them out because that's what community does. That's what neighbors do, is we help each other out. So we look forward to seeing you there. All right, so we're gonna go on into June. Did I cover everything on there? We did. So June, we have a little bit of time left here. In June, on the 1st, we have the Eureka Book and Writers Club. So we will meet here. We had a lovely Book and Writers Club. We had a large group, and we have some teenagers there from the school who are also going to be looking to be contributors for the Star.
Yes, I have Lulu Fitzwater is going to write a story for the 1st edition, and she's going to write a story about the history of the Eureka County flag. Cool. Not everybody even knows that we have a Eureka County flag. And so she's looking forward to finding out and doing that stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we're going to meet on the 1st of the month with that. Another side note on those kids. All right. When these girls came here, I have hope for the future. Talk about bright, intelligent, engaged, deep thinkers. I was like, they blew our socks off.
I was not like that when I was 15. I could just barely.
I was not either, and I'm just like, my gosh, this is presidential material right here. So there's incredible hope out there.
So please do come to our next one on June the 1st in Dana's shop at 6 to 8. The book we're reading is Educated.
It's called Educated.
I didn't bring it.
I didn't either, but on the next one we'll show you.
Because mine is by my bed and I'm reading it.
So Educated. All right. And that's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. No, you're good. On the 1st, on June 1st also, well, actually it's the 1st Thursday of every month is a garden club, and that's with Jan Romero. And so they're going to be doing that. That's been successful for them. They've got a lot of people out there learning about gardening. So that's going to be coming up. Then June 3rd, once again, we have our fundraiser. And on June 3rd, we also have the FFA Foundation Spring Shoot. So that's a big one. So hopefully they'll come on over to the fundraiser. Yeah. So that would be nice.
Have Jerry announce that at the shoot.
Oh yes, that would be really nice. Okay, so then I have on here on June 17th. There is going to be the Mile 12 Bluegrass Music at the Opera House. That's in coordination with our car show. And so we found out that during the car show, this was going on. So this is Mile 12.
Ooh, music.
Yeah, so they've got bluegrass.
Do they need kazoos?
We should ask.
We could add kazoos.
We could be backup.
We could.
Hey, we got rhythm. We could do this. Yes, we could do this. So there's also June 17th out there at Perdiz. There's the Father's Day shoot. So there's a lot of stuff over the weekend that's going on.
Not to shoot your father.
So yes, thank you for bringing that out.
With your father, not at your father.
So it's important. Keep everybody alive. But on that weekend, it's a big weekend. So it's going to be food and it's going to be music. Speaking of music, at the Owl Club on Saturday, they're going to do a live band. I don't have the name of the band yet, but they are going to do live music at the Owl on Saturday, June 17th.
Nice.
So that's always so nice to
in the evening or all day or
it's going to be in the evening. I think with this is going to go. We don't have a time on here. I think normally at 6 o'clock. This might be 6 to 8, and I think Ellenie's going to do hers at 9.
Oh, after the awards.
After the awards go on, then this will happen. So some people will go on over there, and then some will come back and enjoy music. So a lot of wonderful things happening in the community that weekend.
So tell us about the awards thing at the car show.
So at the car show,
will there be food?
There's food all day. At the fabulous restaurants that we have, there will be food there, but also over at we touched on that with on Bateman Street that we'll have vendors. So that's going on. We will have the pinup contest at 4, and that will be right at when we have the banquet awards ceremony. We have card games going on. There's going to be a poker walk, and Johnny Fitzgerald is doing that. And so that's going to go to the many businesses all downtown. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So a lot of good fun and activities going on with that. And usually anything we have anything to do with, there's always food. Always food. Because we got to be checking it out and make sure everything's good.
With this one, the food is right next to the bar.
So there is that. And I think they said they were going to do a Bloody Mary bar over there too.
A Bloody Mary bar in the morning and throughout the day.
Yes.
And a taco bar in the evening.
And and I believe that's going on. And then
I just love living here. You just can't get this stuff anywhere else.
We have such lovely places here. The Eureka Depot is going to, that morning, they'll have breakfast sandwiches, Clementines up the street. We'll have food, and now the new Mexican restaurant. So all up and down the street, we have fabulous offerings for whenever you come here to visit Eureka. Okay, let me see. On the last thing that we're going to be looking at, on June 23rd at the Opera House, they're doing the Missoula Children's Theater. So that's going to be I know, that's so fun. So we have that going on. So lots of reasons to come up here and visit Eureka. You know, one of the things that we're working on the side is we're going to be working with Kyle Horvath and Errol Porter.
Again with Errol.
Again with Errol. And
a Eureka boy.
Yeah, he's a Eureka boy. He's Elmer Porter's son. And he's also a marketing director over there for Visit Eureka Nevada. So the White Pine County Tourism. So they're going to come over and help us with our bike trails. We're going to be creating a bike loop. And the first one will be it'll be the Windfall Canyon Loop. And we're going to be videoing that and then timing how long it takes on that, putting more advertising and promotions out there for our bike trails that we're working on. So we're excited about that. And UTV trails, because we've had inquiries from several clubs about coming up here and riding the trails. So we will have more maps and kiosks out there. We're also working downtown with the partners, the Eureka Business Network, Eureka Restoration Enterprises. Oh, let's talk about that. Eureka Restoration Enterprise. Okay, I have to do this announcement.
Oh, wait. I'm ready.
Okay. So Eureka Restoration. I know it, right? So Eureka Restoration Enterprise in July. On July 15th and 16th, there's a VFW softball game that's going on. We have a lot of people in town, but Eureka Restoration Enterprise is going to be doing a tailgate fundraiser while we have all these lovely people in town to raise money for their next project, which is the Masons Hall, the 1880 Masons Hall that's right over here on Main Street. And downstairs, the Masons have the only underground Masons Hall in the United States, and it's right here in Eureka. So the downstairs is a Masons Hall, but upstairs, that has been a grocery store. It has been different stores throughout the community. I believe it was once voting had gone on there. I think you voted, was in there, but now they're going to be renovating that in there to make it restored for a business to go in there. What's wonderful when you visit Eureka is we have so many buildings from the 1868 into the 1880s and 90s. And this is another one that's coming alive thanks to Eureka Restoration Enterprise. Nice. So Garni DeMalley and her crew, they are going to be working on that fundraiser, which will be on July 15th and 16th, along with when they have the VFW softball going on.
Is it a secret what's going to go in there when they're done, or has it been decided?
Well, there is a business that is interested in going there, and it's arts and crafts, and they're wanting
artsy-fartsy.
So yes, it is absolutely that. So they're wanting to do craft classes of different kinds in there, sell the local crafts, and they're looking to do that.
Like
They have not. They haven't announced yet the name and everything, but we do know that that's what's looking to be in there is an arts and crafts,
like a made in Eureka store.
Yes, very much like that. And speaking of Eureka Restoration Enterprise, they also have the 180 Gallery that has things that are made here in Nevada, and then the Eureka Depot. And these funds go to help support Eureka Restoration Enterprise so that these buildings can be restored and used. One was our Economy Drug across the street, which is a long building, which used to be the Charles Lockenschlager building, which was once started out as the corner bar.
Well,
it's been a bank.
John Jones is here, and Smith's and everything. Was always
Yes, because we had so many immigrants from here. But that building, the front has been restored, and it is, formerly it was a bank, but it's now the Economy Drug. And then the middle part is Eureka Depot, and the third space is the Lanny and Repetto Dance Hall. So a lot of wonderful things happening with that. And we are at our 30 minutes mark here.
You're good.
So I think we got everything in.
Yeah, everything except for, the earwigs.
So, all right, we did not discuss the bugs.
So do you know why when it rains that the worms come up and go on the sidewalk and then die in the sunshine? I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Oh gosh, I thought she was gonna tell me why, why this happens.
I always thought it was because they can't breathe underground when they get soaked with rain. But I think it's just that they're out looking for a party.
All right, now I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh my God. Well, from your host Dana Lee Fruend and our co-host Trina Machacek.
Hola.
We would like to say
adios.
Yes, adios. And and she doesn't drink. She doesn't here. She doesn't drink
in public.
Here.
I remember a comic. His name was Rod, and he said he got arrested for drinking in public, and he said, "I wasn't in public until you pulled me out of the bar."
So there's a tip for you to keep you out of trouble.
Off the streets.
And out of the bar. So thanks for being with us here at Visit Eureka Nevada, and then we'll be with you next week. Thanks, Trina. You're always so much fun. So we'll see you next week. Okay, here comes the contraption.
Okay, ready.
Okay, ready, go.